Okay, so we are back. I did manage to find the last two treasure maps, which was this one. So pretty much we have armors. I'm not quite fan of them. This one would be nice if I would be mage, but that's not the case here. Now, where were they? One of those treasure maps was over here. There's a mushroom cave, say it like that. If you go here, you'll see a cave somewhere above. You'll have to go on the rocks over here and drop, I think, on this ledge over there. And the next one was here. You can teleport to Tusk Tower and come on the left side of it. From here you can walk on the dropped pillar, climb up. Over here's the treasure map, so easy. Now that we managed to find those, and we did find the totem is for pain because I have to do all my spots. Right then, let's go through the next.
It's you! You're the monster who got us kicked out of third board.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow, apparently.
What do you have against honest businessmen? You can't fast-talk me, you fiend! I demand compensation!
I know you're upset, Tycho, but they seem like they're really strong.
Shizu, please don't undermine me in front of them. You have to make things right by me. By us, I mean.
If I had known you'd be, I would have said anything. I'm sorry.
Don't try to play games with us. We can take you.
But can you take all three of us? Are you so desperate for the answer that you'll stake your life on it?
Daiko, this might be a bad idea. I mean, I'm good with the blade on dead targets, but...
You two? Fine. That kind of takes the wind out of my sails.
Thank you. I'm glad today didn't end in bloodshed.
Maybe the next time we all meet, we can just have a lovely drink, or I can dissect you. Either one.
I'll be busy that day. Whenever it is.
Well, go on, get out of here, before I change my mind. And if we ever do meet again, well, you can forget about that discount.
What? Oh, so he was the one. Yeah, I know. The smugglers.
Tamershi sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way too.
I'm sorry too somehow, but it's supposed to be.
Ludwig may have a skull for a face, but her fury was clear enough. If her path crosses ours again, it'll be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. And I plan on hunting her like a rat.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read?
Right. Focus, people. Try not to think about how we're up against a dead woman who threatens the entire living lands.
Yeah. Instead, think about the soul-corrupting plague that also threatens the living lands.
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Oh, now you're listening to me, all of a Sokka sup sudden. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Well, someone's got to do something about the Dream Scourge at the very least.
And it has to be you, because a voice in your head said so. What do you know about Soppadal? How do you know you can trust them? That's good for you. What about the rest of us, huh? Will your secret god bring us all back, or just you?
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. You're not listening to what I am telling you. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
Wait.
I know what you're gonna
Bumpy.
say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. How should I know? I don't know what's going on in my head half the time. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat, my ears ring, I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Okay, let's see. Up here. That was all right. Let's place the fragments.
Cannot be a god? This is preposterous.
Yes. But have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Intent. Action. We do not hear a melody in this god's motives. It is a neophyte, plinking how it will.
Am I to believe it is ignorant of its power?
Even a child at play steps on ants in the garden.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense. My mind is clear. If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Parry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodaka, from outside or within.
Not bad. A little art to brighten up the camp.
Okay, let's see what this totem is giving us. Critical deals, random accumulation. Second cast. Not really interesting on that one. Perception. Which one do we have active? Guns, critical dead poison, increased damage on our enemies. Constitution, increased damage against cold enemies. Yeah, let's stay with this one. Okay, let's see. Do we take Marius on this one? They said that we're gonna need Marius. So like now. What we got here? Let's see.
We've got company!
Easy, buddy. So I don't need. You know what? Let's rearrange this. It's gonna be on one. I need this. This is gonna be on two. F3, 4. Wait, this one. Five and 6, yeah, good. It's gonna be the garden, but won't there be a
Bugs. Always bugs.
kitty here or something?
Bravo!
Bravo camp, great. So as we can see, we should stay with Exile. That's it. With camp.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back. Oh, it's complicated. It's not that I hate Solace, but I just can't be there anymore.
Going back isn't always easy. Sometimes too much has changed. Other times, not enough has.
The cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission. Which means I more or less exiled myself. I did. Might come a time when I'm ready to talk about it. See when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway. If I must.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown. Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious. Indeed, whatever happens in the garden, it won't be the end of our problems. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential. You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me. And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Did I? Huh. I don't know what I expected. Feels nice. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways, for better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain. But it went nowhere. They weren't interested in outside help. The Wardens value self-reliance, maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
No, you pretty much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun. Until next time.
Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here. I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Rawatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the lands never supported us easily. So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to. Yeah, that's certainly part of it. Look, I'm not trying to defend or debate my empire's conduct, or yours. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay.
Ever heard of Empress's Eye?
I think so. It's a flower, isn't it? Akedans used to believe that it was an ill omen.
Right. It grows in ditches in Emerald Stair, even now. Very resilient, as long as it gets even a little water.
Really? Oh, I'd love to see them.
Okay.
If you crush the flower pods and add lemon juice and a little water...
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaru Sinakis, and they prick us in return. Roots like a wall, we only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. The burned queen. She hurt us, hurt our people. She did this. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn, we could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us. The blossom of trust. A hand as soft as the breeze. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Why should I dream about golden puppies? feel like everything looks good here. Interesting. It's moving weird. That's anyway. Okay, so after you restart, it's working. That did a trick. Still thinking where to go. I should go for the objective, but tower over here
Never thought I'd miss Emerald Stair.
calling my name.
Be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Malian and outsiders. Lorraine still begs me to search for the missing Adirian merchant convoy, but we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
Hey,
What's happening here?
but
Come on.
this can't last.
Oh, what a large tower.
If you're buying, I'm selling. I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep, if they'll let you inside.
Okay.
Ugh. Oh, don't worry. We're long past that.
I know you're having fun, dear, but leave the poor man alone.
Well. Steen? Jesus. This is fire. Damage reduction and movement speed. This one looks interesting. One. Fine. Slow regenerate. Build, I think it's the better one. How many? We have only 9,000. Great. Grab the materials. This one. Lockpicks. That's all for now.
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
What's that? Oh, nothing. Is this like a prison or something?
I wonder when we'll get back to the keep. Why? Kostyu's really starting to raise a stink.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
Well, let's not talk about it. Wouldn't want to ruin the meal.
This tower has gone downhill, hasn't it?
Oh, never seen anything like it.
Okay, boy.
Please. What is happening?
This is quite a bit and long. Quite a long tower I have here. I was thinking about putting down that fire.
Need to get
Not
to
working.
this before the mortar dries. Need to get this fixed. Don't want to end up like Fjord.
Storm is coming. Oh, a volcano. I speak with that dwarf. And oh,
Hey,
clone tree.
I might have something for you, Envoy.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly? Gods. Well, at least we're safe here. And better off, I think, for having you here. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here.
Founder of Solace Keep. They have a statue of him there. You both share similar features around the face, huh?
Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia. I don't know what there is to do. The beetles and Zorips come back faster than we can cut them down, and Amalia... gods, where do I even start? She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies, the Vastes are leaning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her warden spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the Vastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another's just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine. I've never cared for how we use duty to excuse the worst of what we do. Nevertheless, we have our duty to watch over the garden, and so we're bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters. Should we die with an oath unfulfilled, our spirits will linger until another of our wardens sees it completed. And if one of our own breaks an oath, it is a death sentence. No. All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. But would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all. I'm sure you've diffused more complicated situations. I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the Tusks. She has no duty out there, nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me. If you see Amalia or any of her camps, I hope you can get through to them.
Yeah. Well, let's just go. Must be the Solace Keep. This is the place, the how it's called, the town.
I might have something for you.
Yeah, you might, but we don't need it. Let's go for a tree right now. I think that's where first will take us. I don't really care about you guys, so ooh, Adra.
Enemy to the right. It burns.
You are burning because of me.
That was a close one.
There's something here. Yep. Okay. Up.
I want to collect.
Something happened here. Drip by drip. The slow passage of time. The years have gnarled our branches. The hot winds bent our trunk. Who are we? We do not recognize what we have become. The grass slumbers beneath us. We change, yet we are still of use. We remember our purpose. It soothes us.
There's just an illusion on the other side. Let's grab that.
Walk like it's hard.
Is that just the pass through? Yep. Okay. Now let's just go.
You'll not traveler? What business have you here with me?
Looks like that woman and the ogre aren't getting along very well. Be careful getting close.
Well, what is it? You and I are talking. A rare luxury for one of my kind, I've found. Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk. I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time. Because then I shall release Galawain.
Okay.
You will. I am glad that... I am glad you will help. I apologize. My breath left me for a moment. What I need is this. Galawain said the caravan carried a book. One with a recipe that should cure my condition. Bring me the cure. When you do, I shall let Galawain go free. Thank you, traveler. The caravan is northeast of here. You may speak to Galawain too if she can be of any use. We will be here waiting.
Please hurry. Just find whatever he needs and get me out of here. It'd be somewhere among the carts. Yes, somewhere among the carts, if it's still there at all.
Okay. Can we talk to her?
Please.
Bye. I'll take all of this on my me. Is all. Okay, let me see where's that. Yeah, it's on our way, so we'll take that.
What happened here? Let's have a look.
The Myotic highline moons found through the region, but to the south of the Green Tusk, the rocks above the ground.
Look, those tracks missed the main road. You can try
Okay, let's go and do this real quick.
By now. Oh, excuse me. Might I have a word with you quickly? Be
What's
careful,
up?
traveler. The Tusks are friends to no one. Should you need help, I am happy to lend it. Are you by Nanduru? Are you the Adiran envoy? I think I know already, but what brings you out here to the Tusks? No, actually, until you said that, I wasn't thinking about everyone just dying suddenly. I just thought you were here on a trade mission, that's all. Wait, you mean you don't know? We let an Adiran caravan through a few days ago. First caravan we ever let through from anywhere, actually. I've never known anything like it. They had so many wonderful things. Food, linens, medicine. They had a letter from your ambassador in Paradise, too.
Well, I hope you bought everything you wanted already.
And when I saw you, well, you get the idea. Wishful thinking on my part. Gods, I'd love to see them roll by again. What's that?
I hope you appreciated that caravan when you had it, because it's not coming back.
What? What happened? An ogre? Gilleen, dear gods, what happened to Gilleen? There was a dwarven woman. Do you know if she... Oh god. Please, envoy, you have to get her out of there. Thank you. If I can help, just let me know. What do you need to know? We need to cure a sick ogre. Don't even ask. Whole thing's a bit of a mess. Okay. What are you looking for then? I have some. Take it. Try southwest of here. The nests look like rocks covered with green moss. What you want are the round reddish nodules at the base. Check the roots of the trees with red leaves. You should be able to see some from the top of the tower.
Okay. Pistol bits here. Okay, so now back. Oh, so the nest over here. Come on already. Still missing a skill. Oh, this one, but should be on 4.
I'm coming for Ludwig next.
You and me and everybody else.
So you've come back. Have you brought what I require?
Yep.
Yes. I can work with all of this. Thank you, traveler. 1,000 times thank you. And you, dwarf, you may go. I free you of this place.
Thank you. I'm going back to the Warden Tower. Maybe I'll see you there. Thank you so much. I really mean that. Be well now. Both of you.
Thank you, Galawain. It is more, perhaps, than I deserve. I bid you leave me to my rest now, traveler. Allow me to gather my strength again in peace.
We made a friend. Today is a good day.
Hopefully he'll remember how helpful we were next time we see.
I hope the Wardens let me set up shop in their tower.
Okay. That's done.
As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwig finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots. The tower calls, and it turns. And it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, envoy, They say you told them to do it.
Huh.
Yes. Goodbye. Yes. We withdraw from the hungry thing. Blood, smoke, smoke, death. I'll stand down. I'll stand down. But my people won't. Envoy, over here.
I've had enough of the steel girls for one lifetime, thank you.
Really? Okay, the steel guard. Good for me. I was expecting something like that to happen. It was because they're so idiots. Right? To the garden.
Impressive. I'd say we're on the right track.
Oh shit.
That island. It must be the garden. I don't know what I expected, but it's beautiful. Even from afar. But how do we reach it? We didn't come this far to give up now. Search the tower. Must be so close, but yet...
I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the acid sea. Unless the Pargrunen are acid resistant, I think that's a safe assumption. To Solace Keep! Let's try to get there before the steel garrote can cause trouble.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay. So this right here, it's oh bueno. Yeah. Okie dokie. I'm curious what will the Smith Master or the Forge Master will do with that stone that we found. They're dead. Going in. Something inside. Yeah, there's something inside. There's no one inside. Okay.
Big mistake!
This is big. Let's just go for the Solace Keep.
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them.
What?
What are you doing here? This place isn't safe. The homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Solace Steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zarps used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south. They started turning it into one of their villages. Even ripped up the crops planted by the Wardens. What a waste. There are some Balgrunen living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the Wardens. If someone got rid of the Zarps, they might be able to shelter here, maybe even grow some crops. It's up to you if you would like to help out with the Zarps, but I hope you do.
Let's defeat him. Closely, let's see. Let them come.
Who's next? Anyone?
That was it? Was that all of them? How can I open this? Come on. Oh. Adra, of course. Oh.
On your left, dear.
Come on. Okay, so from the drones, they're speaking about something of dragon or a monster. Depends on how they interpret all of this. Come on.
Corrupted by the dream scourge. Ugh, I'll never get used to this.
Where are we? Oh, we are heavy. Damn it. It's quite a lot of money over here. I'm gonna sell it. Yeah. What's this? Oh, this is the key. Wait. Yeah, man. So, we cleared the deserts. We can go.
You
What do you
dealt
think?
with these Arabs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some lives. The buildings will at least provide some shelter. Here, take this.
What's that? Oh, money. Let's see.
Fresh, totally legal wares.
Very cool.
Straight. Greetings, lovely customer, and welcome to. Oh, it's you.
He can't still be mad about the whole forced exile thing, right?
Yes, it's been far too long since you reported me to the Tiranui and got me exiled. Now I live here, in this wasteland. Did you know that the Park Runen are not very friendly to newcomers? Now I've got to make skates and fast, hopefully before nightfall. These beetles are annoying and everywhere. So, are you going to buy anything?
Yeah, your mama.
Thanks, but your money would be a lot more helpful.
What do you have? Well, just help him with these corals. Sure.
Fresh, totally legal wares, straight from Shatterstar.
So along this one. Okay, the entrance, it's right here. We have to take the bridge inside. Why do I have the feeling that not gonna be an easy way in?
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the farms.
There's supposed to be farms here. Oh, hello. Taking that. This one too. Here's the prisoner. in tower. Speak with that guy.
Welcome. Move along.
Move along to your mother.
You let me out of here right now.
I'm down over there.
I'm innocent.
No, you gave the goods back. That's something else.
Oh, how cozy. The blood really brings everything together.
Every day.
Ugh. What's happening here?
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
Mm.
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But if you want to try, go ahead.
I admit I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs. Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners. How should I know? The Warden's just left him here. Ha, fine. I'm not paid enough to handle legal debates. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
Okay, now that he's out, do you have the notes for Francis? That's good, right?
I wonder what scared these people into building.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came.
Mm-hmm.
I could care less if you fought Magran herself. Death is better than catching Mihalazire. It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9 creeds. No person excepting wardens of the Pargrunan shall be granted safe harbor without express permission of the Council, heretofore established by Nandru, the First Warden, or without the attestation of an established, honored Warden of the Keep. I don't know. I just say what they tell me to. Without the Solace Council or a Warden to vouch for you, your presence in the Keep is forbidden. No Warden, no Keep.
We really will have to drag Marius into this, won't we? The poor dear.
Okay.
You again. No.
Wait. Now we have to bring Marius, and Marius not gonna like this one. Yo, Marius, where are you? Boy.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat? Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much.
Fui tu meu. Ah, that's a Romanian saying.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. This heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarep shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse. I imagine so. So much pain in that weapon. So many deaths. Just touching it would probably reduce me to tears. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend, like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know. Do you blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was founded. And no one can go there? Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village. Somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers. Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to find it. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading.
Let's grab him. What we let Yata or Itza. That's it. Yeah.
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes. A question for a question. The leaf twines around itself. Your eyes see where we are blind. We have many questions still. Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake. Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this? An oak everlasting. why. A certain spring, the bloom always succeeds the frost. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break? Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with 2 heads.
Dandelion with 2 heads, really? Hope we can get in now.
You again? I told you the first time.
Ah, Fuitu Mayu. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
Oh, that would be news to me.
You're alive. You... Asshole! You show your face now? Now?
Quench your coals, Envoy. Let me handle this.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. We all face difficulty, yet we've stayed, except Marius. Either way, it doesn't solve how I'm going to explain this to the Council.
Let us handle the Council. You just sit here staring out into the Tusks like you were.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the Council.
Or with an honored Warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd kill them. Simple as that.
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is saved, and we didn't even have to do anything.
And I'm supposed to take you at your word? You're no less adherent than those bastards. You know the position this puts me in. If I let you in, the Council will have my head. And how do you figure breaking my oath fulfills it?
Cosmine, Solace Keep is in real danger. Do you truly think I'd come back here for anything less?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Finally.
Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls.
Okay, good to know.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Every day, the same thing.
I believe they didn't tell me about the hug.
Again? Jesus.
All right. Too long enough.
You look just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Gala.
Duty won't be there.
Gala's going to...
Duty will keep us from
know what
dying.
Gala's going to do. This has never happened.
I can't wait to see what the council will say. But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here. I'm so tired of listening to you.
Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
An outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunin affairs are...
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas. See? Even the Outlander agrees with me. Kostya means well, but he's short-sighted. Mikhailo knows what happens if we allow the Outlanders inside. They'll take and take and take. Soon they'll attempt to tell us our ways are wrong, that we must become like them, until nothing of us is left and we become just an appendage of some other people.
At least we'll be fed.
Enough. No more of this nonsense. Stop talking.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunin are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this.
And now,
Maybe I can
Don't
kill her.
mean to be disrespectful.
what do you
Hit.
think it means?
What do you think what means?
Outlander coming from Solace Keep.
Is that Marius?
Welcome back to Wodika's nails. An outsider.
What's your problem?
Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to... What? No spirits. It's, nothing. My apologies. Do you have any questions? I've never seen anyone quite like you, is all. No, that's not entirely true. All I'll say is, take a good look at the big statue of Nandru, this keep's founder, when you enter the main hall. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know. It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Solace Keep.
Okay. Here it goes.
Sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
This keep is full of old memories.
Chef.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Very funny, pal. I should... Oh, Well, then thank you, outsider. Compliments here are scarce. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakul. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
Let's see what you have. Wood restores more. Good to have. Okay, let's go.
Do you like making yourself useful, outsider?
You think Kostya's right, huh?
Think of the salted fish we could get trading the third war.
How many? 2, 5.
That's
Be careful. We've taken.
Easy.
Great.
Quartermaster.
Outsider. You need something?
What do you have? Sun and moon, blocking chance, restore, no thanks. Thanks. Upper scale. Oh. Not yet because we're gonna need the money.
Mikhaila understands the importance of tradition.
Patron god of smiths and forges. Animancers respect him. Mimics fear him.
With you like a shrimp.
An outsider. Access to fresh crops from Flor, or all of the good.
I'm wondering if this area is based on the Romanian folklores. There's something up there. This guy first.
So you're the outsiders my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmi. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. I don't care who you are. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mikhaila is going to ream me for this. Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mikhaila ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mikhaila said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
We should lend a hand. Maybe earn a little trust with the locals.
Me, your little grumbling. Oh!
Yeah, maybe.
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru... he skirted the rules. Has some project out there, at that abandoned Warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure... something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zarips, killed in a lava flow. I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned Warden Tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, all right? Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him. Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
You're welcome.
Sometimes people just leave. He's probably drunk somewhere feeling bad about it.
Yeah, maybe. Please tell me your Forge Master. Yeah. Come on, boy. Can you do something with me?
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place. Seems like you know a thing or two. Good. We don't have to pretend it doesn't get smoky and loud in here. Some people see a dirty forge and think we're lazy. The Smith of Magrin knows that's far from the truth. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away, and the council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Thanks, outsider. Kind of you to say. What can I do for you? Did he now? And what exactly is... Hobbiton's shiny beard? That's star metal! These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it! The heat of the flowing lava. The feeling of power as you shape metal to your liking. The rush of adrenaline when an errant spark lights your beard aflame. The burn of sore muscles that have worked a hammer for hours. The rhythmic tune the metal sings as you work it. Huh? What makes you say that? Oh, is it? Oh, no, never mind. Let's not get carried away, huh? Back to business. I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. Simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge.
Arquebus. What's an arquebus? Oh, so it's yeah, I search on I did a search on Google and it's a rifle. I'll take the sword.
Very good. This shouldn't take long. The council chose me to be master of this forge.
I wonder how this will turn out.
Me too.
There's so much we don't know about the properties of otherworldly metals.
It is done. I call it the Meteor Blade. Never before has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge. You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I can make you that arquebus I mentioned. Or, yes, perhaps I could further refine your meteor blade. Ah, if I knew where to find these shards, I would have done so already.
The last your blade. One hand. Okay. Full combo gives the hit the enemy minute for 20-second frost damage. Okay, so now we are dealing with frost damage. Interesting because we shall see. Fate. Slow regenerate. You and your companion receive for. Okay, and this one is slow regenerate. I mean, I'm still thinking about which one should I. Okay. How? Treasure, star metal. I think this one. Nope. Parts. Stuff. Okay, so we have to explore the living land. Book. There's something there. Annoying for me. One. An old hammer. Okay. What is the hammer?
Outsiders. In the halls Nandru built himself.
You telling me the very image of Nandru indeed? The gods send you at the most opportune time.
Yes, of course.
Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it. And perhaps Solace is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the Tusks is? It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionless, tradition that. There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten Zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it. Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please. There's an old godless aqueduct system in Slumbering Fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them. And acknowledge that someone else came here before us and built something worth preserving? That's Pargroon pride for you. I call it damn fool stubbornness, since we're all friends. But now that a steady water supply is a bigger concern than cultural pride, the next problem is finding my team. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Okay.
Too late. What am I going to do? Oh, good. Someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me?
What?
My hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a fine one again. But with all the construction going on here, still, I slipped and dropped it. I think it's somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it, Ah, you have done me a great service, Amakul. Merty envoy, may your kindness be repaid swiftly.
Okay. Okay, so I do have a feeling like Yatsi told us that we should do the quest for
I hope no one sees me like this.
everyone inside the Solace Keep before we speaking with the console, just because it's gonna give us better image in front of them.
Who let you in here? What do you want? No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods. Truly? Oh, how exceptionally convenient. I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo, let me change.
Sure. Do you? Okay. Wait.
An outsider! I've never seen someone so dull.
You're just small.
Since the days of Nandru him. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my. No, of course not. What can I do for one such as yourself? Ah, our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside. He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people. A true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree. If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned. Ah, blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a solace in peacetime. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that. What more can I do to enlighten you?
Okay. So nothing interesting here.
People say Wodika is the goddess of law. But all I've seen is intolerance.
Nandru looked to Wodika for inspiration.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
Okay, Adra. Oh, no, thank you. Should we do? We buy one. Buy it because we're gonna need it.
Where is that caravan?
Okay.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
You do the talking. I'm out of my element.
Should we complete the side quest first, or let's just go in?
If we open our gates, we will talk about this later. We have a guest.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Steel Garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
There is no dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been. No. The soul of Nandru protects this place, protects his wardens. No curse may touch us here.
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fior, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's Aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy?
Yeah.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
Right. Here we go.
Be silent. Have you no shame?
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. We used to be wanderers, explorers, caretakers of the island, until Nandru heard the call of the garden. He planted Solace Keep here, in the spot where it first spoke to him, and charged his people to forever protect it from all who might threaten its peace.
More accurately, he chained us to a barren wasteland 600 years ago, and abandoned us.
He gave his life to protect us from the world. We thank him by defending the garden. Nandru once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against two.
Ski.
Still lingering? Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before, and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
Oh, really? Now she's helping us. Away.
Captain Pompous Adiran. I don't know how you found out, but I'd warn you to stay out of the Council's business. Petru's ideas are a danger to Solace and go against his oath.
There is good in animancy, but you are willfully blind to it. Instead, you persecute others for what you failed to comprehend.
If you must pry, I can assure you, he is safe. And he will stay far away from Solace until he can be trusted again. You know what? I'd almost think you genuinely believe that if you didn't carry an Adiran crest. Now be gone. I have other work to do, and I do not need to justify myself to you of all kith.
So Petru's alive, but he's on Mihala's bad side.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
What's up?
No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken, the young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Yes, she's more concerned about her pride than the fact our people are weakening from deprivation. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. She's a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
The keep decays, and we drown in the rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradise could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sundan mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgaroth in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. That is my most fervent hope, Envoy. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. And you've shared them all with me. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Stilgaroth are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, goodbye then. Elder Grigor is an old friend. You have what you need.
Whoa, it's quite big. Okay, so yeah, just this one real quick. Just the duration by 5 seconds. Or do I go with this? I'm gonna go with that. It's better.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain.
What's happening here?
Make it quick, Adiran. Fuitu! That tower's been off limits ever since the Zaurips raided it. That Neem dude could be in serious danger. It's more than a few, Adiran. Though I admire your courage. Good luck out there. Only the bravest wardens venture out into the primordial depths.
Oh, really? Well, I guess this is gonna be for this part. Next time, see what's going on pretty much everything over here because I'm tricky right now. Find more about those star metal because I'm thinking this sort of here metal blade gonna be one of a kind. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next part. Peace out.